Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Under the Lights Racing League Next Gen Series. This is your voice for the action tonight, INF, and tonight it is race number 3 of the Next Gen Series here at virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway for this season's running of the Pennzoil 200 presented by the Xbox One esports racing community. Hello and a good evening to all of you out there. We're so glad to have you with us here for another exciting night of racing here for our Cup Series drivers. I know I'm excited. Las Vegas completing or going into our first race of the West Coast Swing, I believe. I believe we're having a West Coast Swing for our Cup Series. And none other at probably the best West Coast track, that being the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Obviously a very historic track and one that's provided great racing here for us in the past, and one in which it will continue to do so. Tonight's looking to be a very stacked field, a lot of fun to be had. 20 drivers are set to grid up tonight for tonight's race. We will get into that in just a second, and actually not just a second, we'll get into that right now. So, on the pole for tonight's race, in the number 17 is Tomato, with second being the number 43 of LRS, third being the 24 of Mole, fourth being the number 45 of Heathen, making his season debut. The number in the fifth place position, the number 42 of SP. In sixth, the 31 of Loading, I believe, also making his season debut. In the seventh position, driving the number 20 is, I'm not going to mess this up, Load broke. I nailed it. I got you. In the eighth position is King Load Broke in the number 20. In the ninth position, the number 9 of Irate Pluto. In the 10th position, the 1 of UTLR Storm. In the 11th position, the 47 of Some YO Guy. In the 12th position, the 19 of the High Road. Starting from 13th, the 44 of UTLR 1 Bad. In 14th, the number 5 of Comical Sphinx. In 15th, the 3 of Brad Ranger. In 16th, the 18 of Flash Champs. In 17th, the 6 of Ardeni. In 18th, the 48 of Hack. In 19th, the 99 of Sniper. In 20th, the 8 of Kenny. And rounding out, or actually it's 21 cars, excuse me. Rounding out the field in the 21st position is the 12 of Drake. Should be noted that the pole time was actually separated by less than a second. So they were all within I believe, 7/10 of each other between pole and last. So very tight, very bunched up together field. A lot of fast drivers that'll be going to see throughout tonight's race. Speaking of which, as for mentioned in the title of the race, it is a 200-mile race, which will translate to a 134-lap race for us tonight. As far as the in-race details go, this race is going to be ran on 2 times wear, and I don't think there's any draft, unless I've been told. Have I missed the draft? No, they don't have draft listed. I guess it's on normal. I think that's just for Xfinity, unless he told me. I'll try and check in just a second just to see. Nope, not that I'm seeing of anything. So I'll just go ahead and say it's on normal. 134 laps with stages. Cautions, I believe, are still manual cautions only, and black flags being on. So, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, what can we expect to see from tonight's race? Well, I mean, the reason why it makes it so good is multi-groove racing. The ability to run the inside lane, the middle lane, and the complete outside lane is something you will see all throughout tonight. You can really place your car anywhere and be fast. I mean, wherever your car works, it works. And yeah, so overtaking will be, I wouldn't say like fairly easy, but I mean, it'll be definitely a commonality in the corners. We'll see a lot of people gain a lot of big runs coming off of the outside lane. Draft is going to obviously be playing a big factor, as is with all these 1.5 mile races. The front stretch being a bit of an oddball, since it does have a pretty big apron for you guys to go down onto. Sometimes it can nab you though, so you got to be careful. If you go too low, then you will spin out. I do not believe you can go onto the apron on restarts, to my knowledge. I would imagine you would not be able to. Well, at least once you pass the start finish line, then you can, but not you not like go below it like on the start. Or, you know what, maybe I'm just talking out of my rear end. Who knows? So, who can we expect to see running up front tonight? Well, I've been told by the Legacy Motor Club, I didn't even know what I would want to call him, Legacy Motor Club driver SP, that he and his teammate are supposedly going to be very tough to beat tonight. He says that he can expect to see SP's third career win in the Cup Series come potentially tonight. And in response to that, when he told me that, I said, we're not on a road course. And to which he said, I'm aware. So he's got some confidence, to say the least. Obviously, the pole guy, pole sitter of Tomato, did put himself on pole by 0.2. Now, while that is a fairly big margin, it doesn't really have much help as far as the Fords go. He only has 2 other Ford teammates with him tonight, so being all up front by himself in the Ford, not looking too good. But you know, he's definitely looking to bounce back after Atlanta, after potentially winning the race. He could have won it. Unfortunately, just made mistakes and unfortunately wasn't able to capitalize at the end. Obviously, Mole's going to be very dangerous. And keep an eye out for the 45 and the 31 of Heathen and Loading making their debuts. They both qualified inside the top 6. So should be very interesting to see how these guys perform. Obviously, they've raced with us before. Heathen and I believe Loading being past winners. So a big welcome back to them. No Project 27 driver in the field tonight. If you want to be potentially in the field and wish to drive the Project 27 car, you just have to go try and hit up Storm, I believe, or SP. I think I'm just going to go ahead and say Storm. I think that sounds like a better idea. Which would be UTLR Storm just on Xbox, or well, I don't really know where else I'd be able to find them. I apologize. I should catch it all. Oh yeah, and SP wanted to say that only throughout the first 2 races of the season, only SP and LRS have finished in the top 5 in both races. So that was kind of cool. As far as winners so far this season, maybe I can go through the point standings. I guess I haven't really done that. Yeah, and just last night, if you didn't catch the Homestead Roval race, LRS cleaned house and swept the race in pretty dominating fashion. I'm just trying to catch. Okay, so it was Tomato and then Clater. Yeah, Clater's on the field, though. So let's just try and head to our point standings then, if I can find it. Okay, then. So I do have our point standings. So right now, as they stand, Dr. Clater is our points leader. However, he is part-time, so he won't really stand for much longer for regular season. That being said, Mole is in second with 89 points. Irate Pluto third with 86. LRS fourth with 80. SP fifth with 79. Tomato sixth with 70. One Bad seventh with 69. Nice. Hack in eighth with 65. Ducky in ninth with 63. Load Broke in 10th with 60. And so, oh right, yeah. R. Denny in 11th with 57. And the Project 27 car is sitting in 12th. What do you want, Heathen? Watch for that 45 car. I made sure to make the stream aware of that. If you didn't hear it already, there you go. Make sure to look out for the 45 car tonight. Ha ha. So, it's the top 12 that make it in onto the point standing. So right now, it looks like with if you bump out Clater and the Project 27 car, it would be Brad Ranger and Comical Sphinx being in right now, with a few big names being below the cut line right now, being Storm, Flash Champs, and Drake being big names. there. As far as the Rookie of the Year battle goes, Clater leads that over High Road, Sphinx, Load, Broke, and Brad Ranger. So, yeah, it's a tight battle there, separated by a fairly small margin. We should be going green, or at least be getting the lobby set up by now. So, we will wait until that happens. Now it is time for me to kill time with whatever I can really think of that comes to my mind. Because I've really gone over my status quo, or your status quo. My first grading term, big grading term, is here. So we're officially 1/4 of the way through school. Grades are looking good. All A's, and 1B. So we're good. We're chilling. I was gonna race in the Homestead Roval race last night. I couldn't because I forgot I had to do karting. So, yeah. LRS, if you're watching this, you got off easy. But Clater was battling him all throughout last night. It was a pretty fun battle at the end. Oh, I guess we can go over what's happening next week. We can run over next week's schedule. It should also be noted that tomorrow, the Xfinity Series will be getting their turn to run, and they will... Am I wrong? Wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. No, they will also be at Las Vegas. They'll be on Low Draft 2 times where tomorrow. And next week... so that would be on Tuesday, not next Tuesday. Just on Tuesday, the Truck Series is on a off week. So they kind of go off and on for most of it, but they're off for this week or next week. Next week for sure, the Xfinity or the Cup Series will be heading down to Texas for the Saddle the Horse 250. And then next Thursday will be Xfinity heading down to Phoenix. So, yeah. And then, Xfinity and... no, just Xfinity's off for Thanksgiving. And then I don't think I'll actually be there for the week of Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Hopefully I will be there. Whew. Okay. Corey Haim got a penalty today, so that's kind of interesting. Seems a little late, if you ask me, but yeah, he did get a penalty. Is it the most meaningless penalty NASCAR has ever given? Possibly. If you were racing tonight, what slider would you use? Honestly, I don't change my slider very much when I race, so usually I just stick it down the middle in the 5. I don't really know. I'm not really a guy for setups or strategy. This is the wrong guy to be trying to answer this. I'm sorry. Oh boy. What else is there? Have I missed anything at all? I really can't think of anything else to say. If you're looking long run, I'd say between 4 and 6. Yeah. You should take his word for it. This man's a very smart person. Oh boy. We are now sitting and waiting for them to set up the lobby. I do apologize for the wait. I do not know what is going on exactly. I think more people have showed up for the race, so if that to be the case, that is a very good thing. Let me see. Man. Ooh, boy. Okay. Well, Storm just went live. And this would, I guess, be the reminder that if you care to see an in-race point of view from an onboard, you should go to UTLR_Storm for premium onboard action. And now they finally have the lobby set up. So yeah, that's good. No in-game cautions for tonight, and I guess it was the same at Atlanta too. So all cautions will be called from the administration team. Like always, they will do a lap around, so it won't go exactly off of start. Aw, sweet. Well, good luck in your debut tomorrow night. I mean, honestly, it'll be a fun race. Should very much be a fantastic race. A race for the ages. One in which no one will ever forget. It will go down in the history books. Thinking about getting some diecasts, because I've got a lot of money for my birthday. And look, I found some good deals on some very interesting diecasts. I'm trying to get the RCR Jeffrey Earnhardt number 3 car from Talladega last year. I'm trying to get that, and it's pretty cheap. Same with Jordan Anderson's 31 of 2021. So, honestly, I'm into like obscure, getting like really obscure driver diecasts. Like I have Timmy Hill's iRacing one from his victory, and then I got Steven Parsons Dogecoin, and then I think this is I believe Tyler Walker's 38 Great Clips car from the Xfinity Series in 07. I think. I'm not sure. I picked that up at a racetrack though, so that was kind of cool. But the more obscure the name, the better. Because honestly, some of their schemes are cool. I will be picking up the Ryan Blaney Championship one though when that drops, because that is well, makes me happy, to say the least. Stage High Road's calling his shot in the chat, saying he's gonna win the stage. Oh yeah, I got a senior diecast too. I got that at the racetrack too. That's cool. Oh, and thank you SP for the invitation. So now we can stop yapping and then go right off into the race. Hopefully I have not missed too much. Well, I haven't missed anything because they just got into it. Well, it'll be a night race at Las Vegas, though, so that'll be kind of cool. Or at least this race is going to be a night race. My last blabbering on a diecast I have is my favorite diecast. I got a signed Michael Annett Oreo throwback car. Oh my goodness. I love Oreo cars. They're so cool. This is not because well, they're Oreos. I'm not, well, you know. I got it because it looks cool. Let's just go with that. Oh yeah, and then I have a Hut Strickland Circuit City 8 car. Ooh. And then the Jeffrey, well, that's a 164. That's a whole different story, though. Most of mine are like from like 2013. Well, look at these beautiful virtual skies of Las Vegas as their drivers get ready to grid themselves up. Obviously not going now, so we'll try and fly through the field, give everyone their like 15 minutes of fame. So here is SP's 42, Heathen in the 45, the 18 of Flash Champs, the 43 of LRS, the 44 of One Bad, the 9 of Irate Pluto, the 20 of Load Broke, the 17 of Tomato, the 31 of Loading, the 1 of Storm, the 24 of Mole, the 12 of Drake, the 5 of Comical Sphinx, the 48 of Hack, the 8 of Kinney, the 6 of Ardeni, the 99 of Crimson Sniper, the 3 of Brad Ranger, the 47 of Some Wyo Guy, the 19 of the High Road, and yeah, that's your field. I just at least try to get everyone on the stream at least once, just so that they can say, well, at least show their pretty paint. So it looks like it'll be about a 38 3-ish lap stage 1 for our drivers here. As it'll be Tomato and LRS leading the field to green. They'll go at the start-finish line. I really hope that they don't go at the restart zone here and, like, really screw me. No, they're going at the restart zone, or start-finish line. Oh, green flag is out, and we are underway here from the Pennzoil 200. And it's Tomato getting a great jump from the push from Mole as they race down into turn number 1. The outside lane not exactly going to be preferred when going through restarts throughout tonight's race as they exit off of turn number 2. Tomato has opened up quite a bit of a lead already over Mole. Everyone trying to fan down to the inside lane. You can see Load Broke trying to go down the inside, sending it under a few people. As they exit off of turn number 4, it's going to be Tomato cruising out front here, leading lap number 1. Mole is able to sneak up into second. SP's moved up into third. Teammate right behind him in fourth. Load Broke. Again, on the move. He's up into fifth. And as we look throughout, the 31 of Loading has struggled off the start. He's lost a few positions since the drop of the green flag. Pluto's going to get passed by Heathen there on the outside lane. You can see they're kind of merging up more towards the middle. I think especially towards 3 and 4, this track is really more on the throttle based and that on this side of the track. 1 and 2, a little bit more bumpier, a little less on the throttle as 3 and 4. And I think it kind of shows. But you can see this top 5's all kind of running in the middle, all trying to just draft train each other. Oh, as you see people getting together off in the back. That's the 47 of some WoW guy and the 3 of Brad Ranger around on the back straightaway. Brad Ranger's gone up into the wall. I'm not sure if they will throw a caution for that. And as only one car is still stuck on the track. And it does look like that will be our first caution of the evening. This is the quickest caution we've had all season long. Oh hey, it says that I'm streaming on Storm's Twitch. Hey, that's me. So caution has come out here on lap number 5. First caution for cause of the night of, well, yeah, for the eventual 2 that will come later for the stages. Pit road will be open this time. Allow everyone to make the early adjustments they need. Maybe potentially get their way to the end on fuel. We've got to trust the high road here, trying to win the stages. Honestly, I'd like to see it. He's back here with Comical Sphinx in what I would assume to be around the 9th-ish position. Be kind of cool to see. Like, imagine calling your shot in the chat, or like right before the race starts, like, I'm gonna win the stage, and then boom. Oh, it does appear we have a lag out already, and I believe that is one bad. I'm gonna try and go to him just so I can make sure that he's not out of this race. And hear his engine, so he probably isn't out. Probably just repairing damage or something. Or maybe he is out, who knows. We'll check in on him later. The race off pit road, Mole is going to win the race off pit road. He will inherit the race lead because of that. Any other changes? It looks like LRS has dropped a position to Irate Pluto. But more or less, all the, other than like a few swaps of positions, everyone's more or less the same. Yeah, it does look like one bad is out of the race, though, unfortunately. That is quite unfortunate for the 44. So now we will stare sadly at this lifeless 44 Grambling State car. We will miss you, one bad, and we will see you hopefully next week. Anyways, on to greener pastures. Choose Cone will be out at the line. Be led to there by the 24 of Mole, who will be our points leader, and looks like we have a few people in the back coming to probably top off on gas. I should have probably not left that. Oop. Choose Cone was out, and Mole elects to go to the inside lane. SP and Irate Pluto being the brave soldiers that elect to go to the outside lane. Now, who is on pit road? Our Denny, some Wyo guy, the High Road, or that's Brad Ranger, excuse me. They're both Bass Pro Shop cars, so it's a little hard to tell from a distance. Obviously, that wasn't a far distance, but I'm trying to make an excuse here because my eyesight is horrible. It will go green this time in the restart zone, and you know, it's always funny how when we have cautions out, it's always Mole that's like the leader on the restarts. Like, for the amount of time that I've been here streaming for like the past year-ish, like half year-ish, like he's always been the leader on these restarts. And it's, I don't know, man. Maybe later in this race we'll see how many times he's leading. If we ever have another manual caution, who knows? But regardless, he will be the control car here as they enter into the Gecko restart zone. And through the gears they go. The green flag is dropped, and we are back underway here from Las Vegas. And Mole has left the outside lane, and they are just gone. Well, the entire inside lane is going to be thanking him as Mole exits out of turn number 2. Tomato all over his back bumper. Same with LRS, and load broke. SP has managed to fall back to the 5th place position right where he was before. And there's a big gap now between SP and the 6th place car of Irate Pluto. Looks like something's happened back there, and that might be why, because they are like 4 wide here for the 7th position. And look at that, the High Road going around the outside. He takes the positions. Is right now up at the front. Storm trying to hold off the 17 of Tomato. SP around the outside. Look at that. Trying to get up and around him. Might have gone to the wall. LRS is going to get the worst end of that. He's going to have to go down to the apron trying to catch his car. He'll rejoin the track, albeit a few positions backwards from where he was before. You see Tomato's got a big run off of turn number 4. Can he do anything with it? He's trying to get down to the inside of Mole, but can't really find anywhere to go. He'll have to try and go around the outside as he hit lap number 10 of the stage. Mole just runs that inside lane so nicely, but off of this corner, you'll see Tomato garner a huge run with all that draft. Will he be able to make the move? No, he chooses to stay right behind him. Maybe trying to peek down the inside there into 3 and 4. Tomato hugging that white line as they exit off of 4. Everyone seems to have gotten back within the draft of each other. Oh, and you see Loadbroke got down low. He's able to save it, albeit really sideways. Oh, Flash Jams is into someone in the back. He's up into Kenny. Everyone's having a brake check around them to brake to get around them. You see they are able to figure that out, albeit they have lost the draft of that leading pack. And now it is like 3 wide. Some Wyo guy just got up into Kenny. Just take a peek back here to make sure everything's okay. All right, that's enough of that. We're going to go back up to this lead because this is getting interesting. SP's down the inside of Tomato. He will go ahead and take 2nd place as Tomato is lagging. That's not good. And look, wait, where the heck did the 9 come from? Irate Pluto's going 3 for 1 deal in turn 2, and he will take that for the time being as Tomato jumping around the outside of him. He's got the, you can be more on throttle the higher up you go on this track, so I guess it would help. Look at the High Road being up here, man. Is he actually going to win the stage? No, that's too crazy to say right now. You can see Mole jumping out to the biggest lead we've seen all race. Granted, we've had maybe like 7 laps under green, but yeah. All right, Pluto now clears Tomato. He is now off into 2nd place, trying to chase down his Hendrick teammate of Mole. And see that closing speed of which Irate Pluto has with the draft, with the long straightaway we got here in the front stretch of Las Vegas. And see, he's trying to run up that outside lane, but I think the High Road just got up underneath him, potentially, as he sends him up into the outside wall. And that's going to drop him all the way to the back of this pack. He'll be able to hold on, I believe, for the moment, as now the High Road has moved off into the 2nd position. This might be the greatest story ever told. If this 19 car can get up front and pass the 24 Mole. He's on a mission, though, that's for sure. Oh, and look at everyone catching the apron. Mole's jumped up the track a bit, and I think High Road Well, he might have done the same because here comes SP. Big help from Tomato. Mole's trying to block. SP's going to go down low. Too big of a run. Can't close the door. Through goes SP on the inside, but he can't quite close the deal. They're dual tandem draft in between on the outside and inside. Down the front straightaway they go. Door to door as they cross the start-finish line as they race into turn number 1. Advantage inside lane. SP going to drive it in there. Although Tomato's going to be right there on his quarter panel. He might have left the door open for him. No. Just still side by side. Look at this. Still door to door as they race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's 2 lanes, 4 rows deep each. As they race through 3 into 4. High Road's giving the 24 a big push. Very loose as the 19. He almost gets into Tomato. They're still side by side as they race down into 1 again. Tomato is all over the back bumper of the 42, although SP now gets a little tight. He's up in the middle of the track. Mole has to take it, evading actions, as now they'll be 3 wide for the race lead. SP's pinballing between Tomato and Mole as they race off into 3. 3 wide for the lead. Now Tomato edges out ahead, and Tomato's going to clear. He'll take back the race lead. Unbelievable. We're not done yet. SP's got a big draft. High Road's trying to give him a push. Mole's got a big run as they race down to turn number 1. Can he get back to him? He's got no help on that outside lane. High Road's trying to debate on where he wants to go. Look at Heathen making a big comeback. He's got a huge run off that outside lane. Into 3 again. And Mole's still trying to make that middle lane work. Tomato's lagging us still. He will have the draft down the front straightaway. Tomato trying to break it, although going to the outside lane is probably going to be the worst idea here because that's going to leave the door wide open for the 24. Where's the 19 come from? Hello. He drives it in way too hard and gets up into SP. He will take third from that. Tomato's going to move up. He will get the runoff for turn number 2 into 3. And the High Road going to the high side. Maybe with assistance from LRS. I'm not sure. But look at this. Huge run for that 19. And the 19's off from the wall. He made contact with the 24. Now it's the 43's turn to try the outside lane. That seemingly, if you go to it, you will die. I don't make the rules here. They just apparently do that. Mole's trying to experiment with lane changing as the 9 of Irate Pluto is now caught back up to him. And he might just say, you know what? Might be best off if you just go down beneath me and go ahead and try and attack the leader. Is what I would imagine he would have done. Guess not. He will get a big run off the corner with that help from his teammate and the draft. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I actually didn't know what to say for a second because on Storm Stream, someone was flying 50 feet in the air. Comical Sphinx, and I don't even know who that was. I think it might have been, well, Kenny's absolutely just thrashed. I don't know. I think it was someone else. I'm not sure. Caution is going to be out. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry for that. Oh, and the High Road's just cut off. Load broke as they enter into the front straightaway. He is able to save it. As they race into the caution for the second time tonight. Oh my gosh. I have not seen the car fly that high in a second. Goodness. I'm sorry I couldn't catch that. I was like too busy trying to watch this battle up front, and then I looked down to see like how's the back going, and it's just, oh boy. Well, pit road will be open this time by, as we are now on lap 22 of 39 for the stage. Okay, there we go. So pit road's open this time. I believe we will see everyone come in. Don't see any reason why not to. Oh boy. Oh hey, one bad. Sorry that you're out of the race. Glad that you said hi. And I do apologize I don't look at the stream or chat too much, since I'm on console, and I'm watching the quote unquote race control is through the stream, so I can't really check it so sorry. As the race off of pit road, not going to be much of a race. Tomato wins it. Mole will stay stationary in second. Alright, Pluto follows with the Legacy Motor Club behind him. And then there's the high road. They will choose this time at the line, which I would assume, taking a guess, that Tomato is going to go to the inside lane. Why would I say that? Because the inside lane is the best lane. That is what the very little amount left I had of Dr. Pepper, which is very good. Whew. Itch. Okay. So they'll be choosing right now. Well, not right now, but once they hit that checkered stripe on the front straightaway. And to no one's surprise, the top two go to the inside lane. All right, Pluto and SP, roles reversed, go back to the outside lane. High road, going to the high side. I can play with that kind of thing all the time where high road goes to the high side. Every time he does that, it's peak cinema. Peak broadcasting. Let's see, trying to look elsewhere. LRS is underneath him. He's then followed by Loadbroke and some Wyo guy. Yeah. So they will be able to make it to the end on fuel. When they go green, it will be a 16 laps dash to the end of stage number 1. And they will go in the restart zone. Control car being this 17 car of Tomato, our Daytona 250 winner from earlier this season. By earlier, I mean like 2 weeks ago. And yeah, off turn number 4. Be the 17 and the 9 leading the field to green. And the 17 enters the Geico restart zone. Through the gears they go, and the green flag's dropped. We are back underway here from Las Vegas. It's an amazing start for the outside lane. Irate Pluto really able to get going there on the throttle as they race into turn number 1. Mole's caught the apron already, and looks like everyone's caught the apron. This could be big for the outside lane. Prepare to watch a run be formed here, unless he does that and gets into the wall. Down the back straightaway they go off into turn number 3, and looks like there's another big stack up in the outside. In the back, looks like they've been able to clear that issue as they cross the line. 15 laps to go remaining in stage number 1. Irate Pluto, huge run down the front straightaway off into 1. Tomato able to hold that inside lane very well. He's hit the apron though, and Mole's done the same. He's up into his teammate and the high road. High road's up into the wall, and he's going to drop all the way to the back. Everyone trying to take avoiding actions throughout the field. Unlucky for him. And it looks like, oh man, everyone getting so close to that outside wall off of turn number 4. You got to be real careful there. Down into 1 again, and Irate Pluto leaves the door wide open, and Mole seems to get on the throttle a lot earlier than everyone else, and he's seemingly just driving up the track. So not really able to hold that inside line, rather just getting on the throttle earlier. Loadbroke will take full advantage of that, go around the outside. And probably, I'm not going to say for long because, well, out the corner, he's got the draft, or maybe not. Maybe Loadbroke will get there. Yes, he will. And as our front, we have a battle for the lead again. Irate Pluto down the inside of the 17 of Tomato. He has caught the apron, though. It's going to halt his progression just a little bit. Off of 2, the 9 car getting a big tow. He's got help from the 42 behind him as they race off into 3. Irate Pluto does run a little higher. Runs a little higher just so he can get that run. And look at that run he does generate off of turn number 4. Huge run. He went higher on the track, down the inside of him through the front straightaway into turn 1. He's closer than he was last time. Can he make it stick on that inside lane? He's got no help. He's got Loadbroke behind him, but can't really be there to supply the push. The Legacy Motor Club's gone up to the outside to help their buddy Tomato. They do not have, it should be noted, they don't have any alliance. They're just, well, better teammates, friends. Off of turn 4 there, both of them seemingly getting into the wall. It seems like Ira Pluto is just so good through 3 and 4. He just really can't get down turn 1 and 2. We have 10 laps to go here in stage number 1. And look at Mole, he's fought his way back up into 3rd. Making moves. And look around the outside, the 9 goes. Can he get a run off of turn number 4? Yes, he can. He'll look to dive down low. Tomato goes to block, so now Irate Pluto's going to check to the outside. What is this the lane he needs to get around the 17 of Tomato into turn number 1? Tomato drives it in deep. Tires right on the white line, and now looks for Irate Pluto to try and cross him over. Yes, he does. What a move from Irate Pluto. Down the inside, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3. Can he get Tomato? He's down onto the apron. Oh, and he's slid up the track. He's slid up into Tomato, and he slides up into SP. SP's going to ride the wall, though. Fortunately, he's actually... surprisingly, he's actually not going to lose that much positioning, considering how much of the wall he just hit. And now Mole's gone down the inside of Tomato. One Hendrick car gets tumbled back. The next one comes right on up. And he's looking to take the lead now. Almost clears Tomato. Tomato goes to side draft a bit, entering into turn number 3. Look at Heathen making a big charge back up to the front. He's up to 3rd. Side by side still for the race lead. Big run off of the corner for the 17. 24 Mole has help, though. Into turn number 1 again. 43 of LRS finally gets to the back bumper of Tomato, but Mole drives it in deep, and there you see on the throttle early kind of slides up the track a little bit. Although that 43 is glued to the back bumper of the 17. Big push for our leader going off into turn number 3. Gonna have a huge drive in. He can be on the throttle more the higher he goes, and he's still getting pushed by that 43. Huge help from that 40 from LRS. Down across the start finish line, we now have just 6 laps to go remaining in stage number 1, and the caution has come out again. I am not sure for what. I believe loading did not have anything to do with it, did he? Oh, it would probably have something to do with the fact that Kenny and Crimson Sniper, or sorry, and Brad Ranger and the High Road are all back really far behind. Potentially. Just a guess. Okay, we've been through this cycle before. 3rd caution for cause, and our 3rd time where the pit road will be open. Obviously, when they hit the line, though, this time, they will have 5 laps to go. So this is going to be interesting on strategy, seeing who will come in and who will stay out. Obviously, I do think tires matter a bit more here, so it would be pretty risky to stay out. Regardless, we'll see who decides to go for that. And would you guess it? Everyone came in. Well, now it would be a matter of who comes in for 2 tires. We'll see. We'll be on board, I guess, Tomato. Trying to look behind. Okay, he's getting killed by everyone, and he is now defying. I don't think that's a legal stop. I don't think he could do that. See who comes out. Oh, and looks like we do have some 2 tire takers. The 47 of some WoW guy, the 48 of Hack, and the 5 of Comical Sphinx, all taking lower amounts of tire and fuel, and they will be leading this coming off of pit road. It's a big call from the 47 of some WoW guy trying to make up some positions. Obviously, all 3 of these guys are stuck in the back off the major gaggle of cars that were all stacked up together. So, big chance for some track position if they can hold up front coming to the end of the stage. Choose Cone will be out at the line. So when they go back green, we'll go green with 3 laps to go in stage 1. And looks like there was another car that stayed out for 2 tires. It was one of our guys in the incident, Brad Ranger, came in for probably just repairs and maybe rights. Who knows? Although coming to the green, 47 and the 48 go hand in hand to the inside lane. The 5 Comical Sphinx goes to the outside, followed by Tomato LRS SP. To the inside goes Mole Brad Ranger load broke. Whew. Okay, so 3 laps to go here, and I do believe that when they go green, cautions will be off, so there will be no more cautions for the rest of the stage. Obviously, you cannot pit. Well, I don't think you're gonna want to pit, regardless. But I guess for the rule, pitting is close to 2 laps to go, so once they do a lap around, pitting is forbidden. And yeah, it'll be the 47 of Some Wild Guy, the 5 of Comical Sphinx up in the front for the first time today. And very interesting strategy call at the end of stage number 1. The real question is can the 19 of the high road live up to his claim and win the stage from starting in the furthest row back on the outside lane? He'll become like Dale Earnhardt or something. Anyways, it'll be the 47 leading the field to green as they enter the Geico restart zone. Through the gears they go, and he's left them to dust. Green flags back out of the air here at Las Vegas. Comical Sphinx did not get going, and Mole is going to take full advantage of that. Heads to the outside lane on the fresher tires. Can he get around the 47 and the 48 quickly? Clears his teammate with ease, and now it's just some wild guy left to get around. Brad Ranger trying to go through the inside lane. There's contact in the back. Comical Sphinx is hooked on everyone. He's all sorts of out of shape, and now it'll be Mole back up into the lead. Tomato trying to go around the outside, although some wild guy goes a little wide. Some drivers going up into the wall. Looks like Ardeni and SP were up into the fence. 2 laps to go now remain here in stage number 1. And Comical Sphinx has already dropped like a rock. So much contact being made in the back. And some guy just trying to hold on with the tires he has. Same with Hack. Can't really do a whole lot of much. 3 wide for the position. Heathen's going to go underneath them both. And look at this. I do believe there's a lot of 3 wide action going on. But up towards the front, it is Tomato trying to chase down Mole. As they exit off in turn number 4, the green and white flag is out. Last lap of stage number 1. Both pitted for 4 tires. What can they do entering into turn number 1? Tomato, this is his best part of the track. He's able to hold that inside lane a lot better. Mole's driven up the track again off of turn number 2. Big slipstream as there's cars wrecking off in the back. Now into turn 3. Does Mole leave the door open? Tomato still riding that inside lane. He's got to run around the outside. Mole goes to block. Side by side to the line. It'll be Mole winning stage number 1. Big effort there from Tomato at the end. The caution now comes out. There were a few cars that did wreck coming to the checkered flag. Try and find those guys for you. It was definitely not one bad. I believe one of them was Storm and one bad. And yeah. Folks like that. Whew. So stage 1 is in the books. The stage 2 will begin shortly. There was Storm and Drake and Kinney in loading, I guess, that were involved in the wreck. Mole P1, Tomato P2, LRS P3, Heathen P4, loading P, or someone was P5. I didn't get to see it because, well, I didn't get to see the top 5. Doesn't matter. Anyways, here they go. We're set to go green for stage number 2. They get onto the gas, or green flags out, and we're back underway here from Las Vegas. And you see Flash Champs is up closer to the front now through I guess pitting for less. He'll be able to move up closer to the front. It's now off of turn number 2. LRS giving a huge push like usual. Now this time to the 24. Look at Heathen now giving a big push to Tomato. And Irate Pluto trying to make that outside lane work all for himself. You see some wild guy. Albeit he's on the outside losing like 2 positions. He did gain very crucially a lot of stage points for himself and the track, much needed track position. So that way he doesn't have to be in the back going 3 wide like Storm is having to do right now. Oh, and there's Tomato off into the outside wall. LRS is going to choose to go up there. Probably just as a means to get the draft from Mole. Now looks like Heathen's trying to go down the inside of Tomato. Off of 4. Very tight up against the wall. Tomato going to clear Heathen. Right now, we do have a little bit less laps than last stage. We have 35 laps to go in stage number 2. It looks like Ari Pluto's been shoved to the track. Heathen's up in the SP. They're both going to keep it off the wall, but very, very aggressive racing through there. And it looks like, oh, Mole's lagging a little bit. Hello. It's off 4 now. It is a 3-car breakaway. Actually, I should probably say 4 because, well, whatever. You make the call. They'll probably all bunch back up together, but LRS and Mole make contact. LRS up into the outside wall. Now Mole leaves that inside lane open. Can Tomato go 2 for 1? Nah, he doesn't have the help. Down off into 3. Does have that inside lane, and oh my goodness, Mole is lagging. Okie dokie. I don't know if that's just on my screen, because that's not for anyone else. That's just for Mole. I'm pretty sure they'll give him a talking to about that. Meanwhile, let's try and shed some light here on the back. See, loading after qualifying P6, he's been stuck in the back because of the incidents he's been involved in, and that's enough of that because they're going side by side for the race lead. Tomato trying to get around, just can't seem to find a way. So much lag all across the track. It's actually kind of halting the progress of that inside lane because of how much he's brake checking him. Can't really do much. I guess Mole kind of understands that, and he'll have to relinquish the spot without much fight. And it's now Tomato should go up into the lead because Mole is, well, lagging off of turn number 2. Mole tried the crossover, couldn't do anything, and, well, that's a very interesting way of bump drafting. Oh, he's first. Now he's second. Oh, now he's first. Oh, now he's second. Oh, now he's first. Oh, now he's second. Oh, now he's first. Oh, now he's second. You see where I'm going with this. All right, back to loading. Or actually, no, we'll go to like mid-pack. See what's going on here. I like how it was mid-pack and then I messed up. Yeah, so here's some wild guy. He's been able to get up towards the front there. You see 3 rows deep, or 2 lanes 3 rows deep. It looks like off of 4, side by side still for the race lead. Mole has hopefully decided to stop lagging. It's Legacy Motor Club and Mole up on the outside lane, and it's, well, Tomato, Irate Pluto, Flash champs on that inside lane. Albeit, as long as SP doesn't go to the inside lane, which of course he is. LRS got up into the outside wall, so he's going to drop back quite a few positions, and there goes Flash champs really aggressively underneath Heathen. That's going to drive the 45 up the track. Can't really do much about that. Is now off of turn number 4, the 9 and the 42, trying to help the 24. Big run for that 24. Into turn number 1. 17's got no help. Side by side off into 1 again. Is Irate Pluto going to try and send this 3 wide? This Tomato pulls away. They're 3 wide for second. And Tomato choosing to give the draft to that 24. They will fall back into line momentarily as they race off into 3. Irate Pluto going down to that inside lane, although driving up the track. Hope there should be a big run for the 24 here, but honestly I can't tell because of how much he's been lagging. I mean, it is a big run, however you cut it. It's just, I don't know how much, by how much, if that makes sense there. 3 wide, hello. High road and load broken. Heathen making a big move throughout around the outside. You see Heathen LRS further on back. He's trying to make his way back up to the front. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead continues. Moles found his way underneath Tomato, down to his inside into turn number 1 with help from his teammate. He's going to be just edging out ahead right now, but off of turn number 2, this should be where the 17 comes to play. Big run for him, although no help from the 42 of SP into 3 and 4. You can see how much further the 17's able to drive it in. Well, the 24 is just able to hold that bottom all so well. He does have it going into turn 1 and 2, which is, to my knowledge, the more preferred lane. Let's see, the 9 gave him a big shunt. And 24 drives up the track a little bit, and that forces the 17 and 42 to take avoiding action. That actually is going to help them a bit. Big run off the corner for them. They'll cruise their way up into the 1st and 2nd. Look at Hack holding on down the fort in P6. Very impressive from this, or actually that's P5. Excuse me, it's a Hendrick 345 right now. It's very impressive stuff from the Hendrick camp. 25 laps to go here in stage number 2. It's probably going to set up to be like a 90 lap final stage-ish. Maybe like 100, actually. No, not 100. Wait, I'm actually kind of... Pause. This is probably like a 65-ish something lap. Oh, looks like Ari Pluto almost got into the wall. Probably the most spread out we've been so far this race. So much so that we might actually see in-race cautions or green flag pit stops. Or why did I call it in-race? What am I actually on? I mean, green flag pit stops. I'm sorry. It's been... Okay, we're not doing this again. Please don't tell me that this is going to be a thing. Maybe it's just with Mole. I was like, maybe, are we lagging? Am I lagging? To my knowledge, I'm not. I don't know. I'll say LRS is... Didn't we just see LRS in the back like 3 laps ago? How has he managed to get his way up to the front? Unbelievable job from this 43. And some wild guy's still been able to hold on strong. This is now the 9 of Irate Pluto going down the inside of Tomato. This is for the lead. SP's giving the 9 some help. Down into turn number 1. We've seen this story before. Can he get him? It does seem like Tomato's able to hold that outside lane much better than anyone else. And he's able to fight a lot harder because of it. Off into 3. I was like, you can hear like the lagging coming from the 24 because of that. Try and ride on board here with Irate Pluto. I don't really use this camera much. This is the camera I use when I race, though. Follow if you do the same. Visualize, you can see right there how much he's able to gain just because of that draft. And there you see it on the outside lane. He's able to drive it in a lot deeper. Off of 4, keeps it off the wall. Now he's got a big run, but what can he do with it? He doesn't really have much. He'll have to try and go for the outside lane again. And I think Tomato just caught the apron, though. He's going to have to go off the track. He loses a bunch of ground. Now down the back straightaway. What does the 9 do? He chooses to stay behind him. Gives him a push into 3. And looks like we do have about 10 laps left on our fuel tanks. Although that might not be the biggest issue. Some people's tire wear might be a little bit more at risk. Will they be able to make it to their fuel run on tires? I do believe you can go about like 25 laps on a tank of gas, so you should be able to go to the end on fuel with no relative issue. Same with the tires. Okay, so we've seen the 47 of some wild guy drop off. We've seen the 18 of Flash Champs kind of really turn it on. I think that was the 45 of Heathen that just came into pit road. Yeah, it was. You see the 18 of Flash Champs moving his way on up. All single file through the top 5. Top 6, my apologies to Flash Champs. Longest green flag stint we've had so far today. Obviously, we've had 3 cautions for cause, and there you see the 19 of the high road coming into pit road. Obviously, it does have the big chance of having a big undercut if you pit earlier, but obviously, fresher tires, I think, are just so important that I think the overcut might be the better idea. As right now, Irate Pluto tries to go again underneath the 17 of Tomato. To really no avail. I mean, you see, oh, Mole got all sorts of out of shape. Big loose off of turn 4. He's able to save it, but he's going to lose 4 positions because of it. drops to the back of that pack. And you see Hack, some wild guy, and Load Broke trying to 3-car tandem their way back up to this main pack. Oh, and Mole is just really fighting the car right now. He got up into the wall. There's something really wrong with that 24 machine. It's really off the pace. And we might see some cars coming to pit road here. Yeah, there we go. Tomato's in. Irate Pluto is in. LRS is in. And it looks like Mole was in. Everyone came in there from the top. So that leaves out SP for the race lead. So right now we're on board Flash Champs in second. Where is... I'm interested in saying, where is that 19? Or is that Brad Rain? No, it's not. That would be, yeah. You can see how much grip that 19 has compared to the cars that didn't pit. Or, yeah, I do believe that's the case. We should be seeing, yeah, there we go, our front coming into pit. And it looks like, oh, Loading's missed pit road. Oh, no. And Loading will have to try and get back up to speed as he has missed pit road. As far as the race off pit road, LRS is still in his box. And it looks like LRS has sped on the pit road. That would be the only reasoning why. He's still on pit road. Irate Pluto comes out behind Tomatoes, albeit by a fairly large margin. Mole further on back. I'm not exactly sure who that's followed by. As out comes SP from the pits. And this will be what would be the race for the lead. And the caution has come out. Or has it? Yeah, the caution has come out. Oh, and SP's just slapped the wall. Caution is out. For what exactly? I'm not exactly sure what the caution has been called for. But that changes a few things. So, Storm... So, hold on, I gotta sneeze. So it looks like the top 5 all stayed out because they had not pit yet. So everyone else is lapped down. So pit road's now open for the lead lap cars. Everyone else is about to take the wave round, but that is a massive break for drivers like Flash Champs, Some Wild Guy, and Storm. And get a free pit stop. Same with Brad Ranger, our Denny Kenny. And so, I mean, that's a tough break for all those that didn't come, especially like Loading and Comical Sphinx, who were out of gas. Man, that is a huge break for them. Or I guess, sorry, not out of gas, but missed pit road. Absolutely huge. And now we'll leave the 47 of Some Wild Guy to not take the race lead. It'll be Flash Champs, or will it be Storm? On my screen, or actually on the stream of Storm, it's Storm. So, yeah, Storm's going to inherit the lead because of this, and there is a massive traffic jam behind. Oh, boy. Well, actually, yeah, they have to let everyone back by because they took the wave around. So, because of that, new leader, number 1 of Storm. First time he's led since the 500, or since the 250. It's hard to not call it the 500. As Choose Cone will come out, we will go back green. Well, when they hit the line this time, it'll be 10 to go. And then when we go green, it'll be like 9 to go. Everything looks clean on everyone else. Yeah, watch. All right, well, they're choosing this time. Where will Storm go? To the inside. And looks like, yeah. Oh boy. Well, I'm not exactly sure where they can and can't go when electing. So I don't know how high is how high and how low is too low. Loading has left the race chat. What would you know? Heyo. All right, I'll stop. So when they get back green, it'll be about... It'll be 10 laps to go. Yeah, I think we already went over this. New faces at the front of the field. Storm, Some Wild Guy, Flash Champs, and Ardeni. Brad Ranger Kinney. Comical Sphinx. All up at the front, and now loading is back in race control. God bless America. He's caught it back up to the field. So, 10 laps to go. We will not have any concern for fuel or tires, so it'll just be a straight shoot to the end on this restart. The Storm will be leading us to green as they enter into the Gecko restart zone. What the heck just happened with Some Wild Guy? I am not sure. He completely botched the start. We are back underway here from Las Vegas, and that really janked the outside lane going into one. Storm's going to have a clear lane ahead of him going down into there. You can see Ardeni's already fading quite a bit. He's fallen back. Brad Ranger going down the inside of Some Wild Guy. And the advantage for Flash Champs and Some Wild Guy and Storm and all the people that just pitted there is that they are on the fresher tires since they got to pit. So that's huge advantage for the closing stages of the stage. 9 laps to go here as they cross the line that time. You can see Storm getting all sorts of tight. Kind of drove Flash Champs up the track a little bit. Some Wild Guy gets shoved up the track by Tomato. There are people going down to the apron trying to avoid incidents. I believe that's Kinney who's all the way on the apron. He's going to drop to the back of the pack. As now Tomato has muscled his way off into second position. Mole's not too far behind him. He's behind Brad Ranger. We'll now look to the inside of him. Tomato, big run off of turn number 4 as, he is lagging a little bit. Okay, more than a little bit. Brad Ranger drove up a little too high. Now Mole in the hole is going to go down the inside. Not before doing, I have no idea what is happening with the 17 to 24. The 17 just got up into the wall and just fell all the way back. And now they're 3 wide for the race lead. I'm sorry, I'm so lost right now. Brad Ranger's going up to the outside lane. All right, Pluto gets tapped by Storm. Almost kills Heathen. Are they about to go 4 wide for the race lead? I don't even know what is going on. I'm so confused. Flash Champs made it into the race lead. All right, Pluto has somehow managed to find his way into second. Brad Ranger's still trying to hold up high on the outside lane, carrying Comical Sphinx with him while he's at it. All while we are in 7 laps to go of the stage. Tomato's all the way in the back of the field. We'll see how far he's able to make it to the front come the end of the stage. Storm's now falling back a little bit with Comical Sphinx on the outside. We'll see what Mole's able to do here. 6 laps to go in the stage. Flash Champs trying to defend with all he's got. This Mole just has too big of a run, though. Can't really do much. Can he try and drive it in a little deep on the outside here? Brad Ranger got tight from, I believe, Storm. Side by side out of 4. The whole world, I think this is more just me now that's lagging. Oh, man. Should be able to sort itself out. Because now we just have 5 laps to go in stage number 2. Okay, this is not good. Going to try something. Excuse that little inconvenience. Hopefully that makes things like 1% better. I'm not expecting it to make a huge change. Now as we hit 4 laps to go here. Oh my goodness, huge aggression from Irate Pluto. You see the 45 of Heathen go up into the wall. That's not good for him. As you see, they've all kind of dropped back a fair bit from the 24 Mole. I don't know how Comical Sphinx has been able to hold it up at the front so far with the outside lane. The way things have been going. Brad Ranger, although I just jinxed him. I am so sorry, Comical Sphinx, if you're rewatching this. Oh man, Brad Ranger just completely walled him. Not intentionally, but yeah, that's just a case in point with what happens in turn 4. What not to do. And looks like Mole's checked out at this moment. SP has managed to drive his way back to the front. We haven't seen him in a fair second. Though he was the leader coming off pit road. Hey, there's LRS again. Wouldn't you know? 2 laps to go here in stage 2. No more pit stops can be made. Now it all falls on the shoulders of this 18 of Flash Champs. Can he chase back down the 24 of Mole in the hole? Mole looking to sweep the stages and become the first person this season so far to sweep the stages. Looking good so far as he exits off turn number 4. He will be able to see the green and white flag last lap of stage number 2 this time. Those familiar sights from just a few 37-ish laps ago of seeing it coming from the lead as Irate Pluto gets into the back bumper of Flash Champ saying, hey, let me take a position from you. Thank you, good sir. He'll have help from SP behind. As he enters into turn 3 and 4 for the final time here at stage 2, it is cruising out front here. As he exits off turn number 4, he will sweep the stages here at Las Vegas. Mole in the hole wins stage number 2 in pretty convincing fashion as Flash Champs takes the hardest hit known to... Okay, whoa, this is not Gateway 2010. Oh my goodness. Hard hits everywhere for the 18 of Flash Champs. He will still, like, finish... he still finishes third, albeit possibly with a concussion and 3 cracked ribs at the minimum. Sets us up for stage number 3, our third and final stage of the race, which will be about a 52 lap stage, which will mean a one-stopper. Well, it should be a one-stopper, as we can go 30 laps to a tank of gas, or 2 tanks of gas. So here we go. It'll be SP and Mole leading us to green here. As they enter into the Geico restart zone, through the gears they go. The green flag is out, and we are racing to the finish here at Las Vegas. 24 Mole gets a great jump. 9 of Irate Pluto already abandoning that outside lane to go to the inside lane, off into turn number 1. Although Flash Champs gave the bump to the 24 Mole. Down the inside he goes, side by side for lead. Where does SP go? Chooses to go to the outside lane. LRS choosing to go 3 wide down to the inside, trying to take second already, wasting no time. And he's gone already side by side with second with his teammate off of turn number 4. Mole still lagging a fair bit. As the race across the stripe, it is Mole leading that lap. They're 3 wide further back. Pyro tried to go around Flash Champ. Flash Champ's got up into him. Couldn't really do much. Mole real tight up on the outside lane. Wasn't able to gain much ground. SP, on the other hand, able to gain all the ground he needed to be back on his back bumper going into 3 and 4. Single file through the first top 7-ish. Big run going off into 1. Still chooses to stick behind him. He has his teammate, LRS. It's Legacy Motor Club versus Hendrick Motorsports at the moment. It's like a 2v2, and SP had such a big run, he had to go for it. Tries to show the inside, but gets cut off right at the end. You can see there's a bit of a breakaway here, or further on. Tomato's actually back there with trying to fight past Brad Ranger and some Wyo guy after slamming the wall at the end of stage number 2. He lost a ton of stage points there. Actually, didn't get any stage points at the... Okay, I thought I saw something. Well, I mean, I'm sure you probably saw it too, but just lag. I guess it was just lag. Haha, haha, ha. I'm so sick of lag in this game. I'm pretty sure SP is sick of hitting that outside wall because he just lost second and potentially third place because of it. Look at the high road coming back up here. And some Wyo guy and Brad Ranger and Tomato all using the power of friendship to get back up into the main pack and potential to take the lead, or the potential to take the lead. Obviously still got ways to go to get there, but I said potential, not that it would happen. Off 4 again. Legacy Motor Club still working that outside lane, this time with Flash Champs at their aid. Mole is cutting across the noses like he is a 5-star Michelin chef trying to fillet a steak. What was even that? Hello? I don't even... I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're in Las Vegas, fancy restaurants. Close enough? Or am I just trying to stretch it? Probably just trying to stretch it. Whatever. As Mole's taking, again, another big lead. He is going to get a little bit of a issue with the 9 as the 42 just gets absolutely slammed into the wall by his teammate, I believe that was. Going into turn number 1, heavy damage for the 42. That was a freak accident right there. I don't even know what to say about that. LRS took a big hit because of that too. He's dropped a few positions since then. Moving the Flash Champs into P3. we're 90 laps down, 35 to go. Or 45 to go. I did math properly there. My apologies. More people getting off in the back. I think that might have been Kenny. Or else is Irate Pluto trying to go down the inside of his teammate, the 24 of Mole. Can he get it done? The two Toyota teammates of High Road and Flash Champs have found each other. They're now up at the front. Hendrick versus Joe Gibbs at the moment. The High Road using the high side again, trying to get around Flash Champs, and looks like he might be able to do so this time by. Big run off the corner for him. And the help of some Wyo guy to be able to do it. Is now up at the front. Irate Pluto trying to go down the inside of Mole for the 500th time this race. We have been keeping count. Can he get it done this time? No. Can't get done. And Irate Pluto has been probably one of, if not, well, the second most consistent guy all night long as far as being up front. He just can't get the moves done on the inside lane, man. He keeps struggling. Maybe he should try to go to the outside lane at this point. Be like the High Road. Ride the high side. And ask questions later. Or whatever, something like that. Some Wyo guys found his way off in the 4th place. Max effort from him, and this might be his best chance. Irate Pluto going so low onto the apron, and he makes contact with his teammate. He's out of shape. Look at the High Road trying to cut through the in between them. He gets chopped off by the 24, and what a move from the 19. He's off in the 2nd place. And that was just, the 9 tried to go up, but the 24 was not leaving him any room, and then just completely closed the door on him. As it race off into 4, that's into the outside wall, is the number 9 of Irate Pluto. He's going to lose a ton of ground. Oh, and he's caught the apron too. That's going to be really bad for the rest of the pack, although they do manage to kind of stay out of harm's way. Flash Champs all bent out of shape, though, and that's going to allow Tomato to take 3rd, and High Road is now taking the lead. He went underneath the 24, and now the 19 is up front, but the 24 Mole, having none of it, goes right back down the inside of him. Can he get this run off the outside lane? There's no help. It's just the two of them dueling up out front. Tomato is now off into 3rd. Dangerous man to have lurking is now off into 1. High Road desperately trying to get around the 24. Mole tried to pinch him out of room. Off into 2. Exiting 2 now. Big run for the 19. Can he get around him? Big draft for him. Cuts down low with the run he has. Down into 3 now. Still trying to get past Mole. Up into his corner panel. Make contact. Drives him up the track. Mole's got to be at his wit's end. Tomato has caught them. What can he do? It's a Chevy and a Toyota and a Ford here. Racing under a blanket for the lead. And though the High Road's just gone way too deep, Tomato has followed him through. They might be able to get a big run out of this if they're lucky enough. Down the back stretch into 3 again. Mole's holding that middle lane very well. And you can see the kind of run that 19 of High Road gets. Tomato giving him a big push. This might be what High Road needs. Into 1. Will he send it? Down the inside he goes. He gets to the quarter panel. Can't get any more than that. Up the track he goes. Gets help from the 17. Down the backstretch. Big push from the 17. Down the inside he goes. This time he's to his door, though just can't quite get there. Still at the quarter panel. Drives him up the track. They're both up the track. Mole loses a bit of ground. Now Tomato's still going to try and push that 19. Mole's going to be super defensive going off into 1. You see how low High Road's been able to hold it. Big run off of 2. Can he get to this inside and make contact? He's put Storm up, or Mole up into the wall. And to the lead goes the High Road again. Side by side now for second. Tomato and Mole go. And Flash Champs is leading a massive train behind him, trying to catch up. This is amazing teamwork by them to get back up, to try and get back up into contention. Must give them props for that. As there is another car into the wall. I believe that is Ethan. Now Tomato is just going to choose to push his fellow tens friend. I'm just going to say like digit, something like that. In the tens friend. And the High Roads just ran a little wide. And Flash Champs now caught the draft. And that's going to bring back in 4 other drivers back into this fight for the lead. It was already been a fantastic fight. High Road, what can he do on the outside lane? Goes off all the way up to the outside lane. Got no help. Tomato got loose. They're 3 wide for the lead. Entering into 3. Tomato's going to back out of it, although he was not quite clear. And Mole's going to be still in that inside lane. The High Road pinching him all the way down. And here comes the rest of them. And it's Flash Champs and Irate Pluto side by side for 4th. Where in the hell has SP come from after completely nosediving into turn 1, or turn 1's outside wall? He's now into the top 5. Oh, and Flash Champs almost gets put in the wall. Huge run for the 17 and Tomato, and there's SP coincidentally into the outside wall again. Big send in from the inside from the 17 Tomato. He has to back out though. He has to lift. Off of 4, big run. Where does Flash Champs go? He chooses to go to the inside. Now the outside. High Road trying to side draft. Tomato, big loss of power. Going down into 1 because he doesn't have the draft or the help. That 19 all the way to the outside lane. Trying to get the maximum amount of drive off the corner. Mole has dropped back behind his teammate of Irate Pluto. What can Tomato do here? Oh, and looks like Flash Champs got tight. He's off into the outside wall. He's able to keep it going straight. Although he's going to lose a lot of positions, and that's going to be crucial for that battle, because now Irate Pluto is side by side for second as Tomato clears for the race lead. And it looks like we were about to see the same positioning we had earlier. High Road gets put up into the outside wall, and this might start a chain reaction. SP into LRS, and now up into the outside wall. Hard impact for the Legacy Motor Club. Caution will come out for that. And I believe that was Brad Ranger that was also involved. And it looks like Irate Pluto's going to be leading to the caution. And that all started with the 9 getting off into the 19. Wasn't clear. Came down after hitting the wall into one of the Legacy Motor Club guys. And then they just all got out of shape from there. And it was just too much to do. Although this does come at a very interesting point in the race because there's 30 laps to go. Well, right now there's 30 laps to go. And you can make it 30 laps to 2 tanks. So it's, say with me, people, fuel mileage. Yes, sir. Well, not really fuel mileage, but it's, I mean, they're probably going to lose a lot more fuel than what they gain or burn. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this analogy, but you probably understand. Pit road is out. Everyone's coming in to pit. Down into pit road they go. Boy. Oh, what's up, Ducky? Pluto being Pluto. Oh, we had to go back to... Okay. The 9 doing 9 things. Well, isn't that the most 9 thing ever? Well, it's the most 9 thing ever that he just lost the lead off of pit road. Most of the 9 car is definitely a weapon. Well, that's what apparently a lot of people have been saying. I believe Irate Pluto, to my knowledge, won last time we were at Las Vegas. I cannot be certain on that, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. We head back racing. I actually can't tell how many laps because I'm not looking at that right now. We will have 28 laps to go when we go green. Next time by. There's like a jerk. He races like a jerk, lol, and yeah, he won because he put Kenny on the wall. Shots fired. Ducky, breaking news, Ducky calls Eric Pluto bad. This is crazy. We got beef from a driver that's not even in the race. Sorry. Choose Cone will be out here, and Tomato going to go to the inside lane, along with the other top three. And the high road, true to name, goes to the high side. This is actually making me so happy. If he gets like an incentive from Joe Gibbs every time he goes to the outside lane. Every time it's mentioned, just watch him. He will hit you if he can't pass you. Is this real? I would choose to believe it's real. And yes, I have all the beef. If you want beef, go to Ducky, bro. Ducky's got the beef. I really wish I could look at chat more. Like, I can check it during the cautions, but, man. Beef. There's beef in... Yeah, I hope that I was attacked. Now, Ducky. We gotta be nice here. For now. I'm not sure. Look at Hack being so inspirational going to the outside lane. Same with Drake. Man. Oh, wait, that's not Storm stream. That is my stream. I'm so sorry. I need to be looking at the other one so I know what's going on. What I do know is going on is Tomatoes entered the Geico restart zone, gone through the gears, and has taken the green flag. We are back underway here from Las Vegas, and the high road has not gone. Well, story of the outside lane so far tonight, as now they're all single file through the top 5. Off of turn number 2 now. Tomatoes up in front still. Irate Pluto right behind him. Big run coming from the 9. Can't really do much. Just has to stay behind. Followed by the 24 of Mole, the 18 of Flash Champs, and I believe that is the 19 of the high road. Should be. 27 to go. I find him. All I see is, you can see, on the restart what it's like to back there, or back here, absolute chaos, like 3 wide, 3 rows deep. It's crazy. That being said, okay, so that is the high road. Brad Ranger actually having some sort of issue. He's really far off the pace. Some wild guy trying to go around the outside. Can't really make it stick for now. Have to tuck back in. Not yet, as he's side by side with Heathen. Is now, Heathen, he's had a great restart so far. He's trying to go down 3 wide. He's able to keep that car planted to the inside a lot more now. This high road's gone back up into P4. 3 wide around the outside goes the 18 of Flash Champs. Move by him. See Tomato trying to break the draft from the 9. Entering 1. Does a great job of that. You know, this 9 and the 24, they've been working together all night. As now the 19 sends it on the 24. He had a big run off of turn 2. Kind of gets up into the quarter panel of him again. Although no harm, no foul. They both stay the same. Or both stay level. Now I'm noticing that, you know, the 9 now, or I guess everyone that's really kind of come up behind Tomato, they haven't really tried to pass him as, well, opposite to High Road, who's tried to pass everyone if he gets a chance. Respect. As he gets by Mole. And now we'll try to go past Irate Pluto. Take down one Hendrick car in one end of the track, try and take down the other. He gets up into him, though. He's going to hit the wall. And now 9's and the 24 are both into the grass. Mole's spun out. Irate Pluto is still going straight. Where's the 24? Completely dead, probably, as loading hits the outside wall trying to take evasive action. Where is Mole? Oh, he's been... Okay, I thought he just got sent down pit road. He Dave Blaney'd it. And that is huge news for the driver that's swept the stage so far. Kenny has spun out, and the 31, and the 20. And that'll be another caution. Wait a second. How the hell does Chris... Huh? Wait. Okay, Wait. I actually got so lost. I thought Eric Little was still the leader. Okay, caution's out, though. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, the high road, safe to say, got tight, ran up the track, 9 ran out of space, and, yeah, Hendrick is now found himself in the back. And most crucially, the driver that's won both stages tonight is now really further far on the back with pretty much heavy damage. Well, there's not going to be really any issue for fuel or tires, and now they'll be able to make it pretty easily to the end. Anyone but the... Oh, man. Someone got the free pass. I think that was Brad Ranger. Yes, tell him to take evasive action. Oh, whatever. Pit road is open this time. I think this is like the 7th caution we've had for cause. Probably a lot lower than that. Maybe like 6th, 5th. Not like a lot lower. Like, you know. The 19 is my hero. He did say earlier in the chat that he was going to win a stage. He didn't win a stage. But can he win? And what is this we have caught here? Is that the one staying out? It is the one staying out on pit road. Well, look at that. Storm's going to try and do a little bit of pit strategy here. 17. Will he be able to beat the 19 off pit road? No question about it. Yeah, pretty convincingly. Off pit road, Tomato wins it. Probably 4 tires and fuel for everyone, so we will be good to the end on fuel and tire. Probably silly man. Yeah, probably right. So they will be choosing this time at the line. And when we go green, there will be 20 laps to go. Who would have thought? $500 says Storm takes the inside lane here. 500. I'm never wrong. Ha 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 ha. He's taking the inside lane. High road. I love it. Every time he goes outside, it makes me happy. Heathen's gone up to the outside lane. They all stack up behind him. Tomato goes inside with Storm. SP's now back up to the outside. If I was a big man, I'd say the 17 wins. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess the 17 being a favorite wouldn't be too crazy to say. But this 24 has been the fastest, at least in my eyes, or most consistent all day long. He's been there when it matters most, and right now, coming to 20 laps to go, he's got a little bit of ways to go, but I'd be a little bit crazy to count out the 24. He's going to be able to make his way back up to the front. 6 had to take evasive actions. I said it again. I'll go with the 40. $30. I'll go with the 45. Oh, okay. Okay. We got it, but now we have wagers going on in the chat. This is next level instigation. Well, this will be new. The one of Storm going to be leading us to green here with actually, it'll be 19 laps to go, so it'll be less than 20. And look at that. The high road tried to get a jump on Storm. Just had to back out because he went too early, and we're back underway here from Las Vegas. Storm leads us back to the green. And yeah, we have 19 laps to go here. That's not who I want to check. Where is this? All right, here we go. Tomato. Off of turn number 2, Tomato gets a bad run. Look at Hack. Where is this run come from? The 48 of Hack gone through both of them from out of nowhere. He's going side by side for the lead. 17 of Hack, or 17 of Tomato lagging a little bit. Storm real slow off of turn number 4. And look at this, the 48 of Hack from absolute nowhere has Storm to take the lead. He's got the help from the 18 of Flash Champs, and oh, Comical Sphinx all over the back bumper of Tomato. Off of turn 4, Hack going so defensive, trying to hold position, almost runs Flash Champs below the apron. Still manages to hold on. Look at the 45 Heathen trying to make it 3 wide around the outside. Can't find a hole, but still trying to make it around the outside. Oh, and High Road is just coming down into Tomato. Comical Sphinx, huge save down on the inside, able to keep it going. He only lost like 2 positions because of that. And now Hack's been ran up wide. Flash Champs to the outside, 3 wide. High Road's off in front of the 45. SP's now caught up into the 17. It has nowhere to go. 3 wide for the lead as they race off into turn 3. Tomato trying to hold it down on the bottom. He's able to just run that bottom line so smoothly. Now the 17 is back up into the race lead. SP is shot out of a cannon as well. Where has he come from? Moles also made his way closely up to the front, and I spoke too soon, and there we go. He's back up in his teammate of the 9 of Irate Pluto. The 45's involved. I think that's the 31 as well. The 3 was also involved, and that'll be another caution as the 17 of Tomatoes just pulled out ahead. The 48 of Hack, where has he come from? He's turned up late in the going, and now as they race off of turn 4, they will race to the caution flag for, I will go with the 7th time. And caution has come out with just 15 laps to go. My goodness. Well, I was like, the 24 is making a comeback. Oh no, he's dead. And then the big one happens at Las Vegas. Ooh, well, you know the drill. Pit road is open this time. Although they did just pit, I'm not exactly sure who will come in. But it might be worth it to just have that little fresher tires necessary. We'll see as they enter off of 4 who comes in. Looks like the majority, almost everyone's going to come in. Well, it's actually a little surprising. Maybe just for like 2 tires, give or take. Don't see anyone staying out. Yeah, sorry. You know, the 1 stayed out, and now he's all the way back there. So maybe staying out. Maybe they learned staying out. Maybe not the best idea. Probably just want better tires for the race to the end. Might go just 2 tires here. We'll see who goes 2. I think the popular choice might be to go over 4. This is a terrible angle. And I think, yeah, he did it earlier. He'll do it again. The 47 of some YO guy is going to take 2 tires. He will jump out to take the race leads. King Load broke. He's also going to go up and take 2nd. Tomato will drop back to 3rd. Hack follows with Flash behind him. And 2 drivers taking the risk, man. Some YO guy and King Load broke. YO did this earlier in stage 1, and he was able to capitalize off it. Can he defend the 17 and the rest of the field as that is? And with how close the racing's been up at the front, with how draft heavy it is going to be very tight to the wire. So going to be very important to try and break through, try and break the draft. Choose cone will be out once they cross the start-finish line. When they go green, it'll be 13-ish laps to go. Oh, I think. Well, let's see. Where do they go? To the inside goes some YO guy. To the outside goes Load Broke. Tomato goes low 2. Followed by Hack. Comical Sphinx heads back to the outside. I will now check. Give me 1 second. We have just 13 laps to go right now. So we will have 12 laps to go come the drop of the green flag. once they hit the line. So 13 to go right now, 12 to go when they hit the line and go back racing. It's going to be a fun one, boys. Las Vegas always puts on, man. It's been a great race so far. We've had a few. We've had like I think the most cautions we've had so far this season. Granted that, but racing's been spectacular, and we're so glad that you've been able to join us here for tonight's coverage of the Pennzoil 200 presented by the Xbox One esports racing community. So happy that you all are all here tonight to witness such a race as we get set to go back green. With some wild guy will be leading us to green for the second time tonight here as he enters into the Geico restart zone. Through the gears they go, and the green flag is back out. We are underway again from Las Vegas. King Loadbroke doesn't really get a great jump. As now Hack gets an amazing jump. He tried to look down the inside of Tomato already. All squirrely down on the inside lane as they exit off of turn number 2. Some wild guy still manages to hold on. As everyone, it's a landslide going to 3, trying to fight for every position they can, trying to get themselves situated. As Tomato gets right to the back bumper of the 47. Can't really get by him. Oh my, what? Okay, that's crazy. And oh, look at this. Hack's gone down the inside of Tomato. He's poked his nose through, but he's got nowhere to go. He has help from his teammate of Comical Sphinx, but look at this. The advantage of the 4 tires of Tomato is just going to allow him to just drive on past Wyo guy. And to the lead goes to 17 again. And look at this. What in the indent? I don't even know what I just saw from the 5. His nose just crumpled like a piece of paper. Oh, and now the 47 gets loose. He's off into the 18, the 48. Now he spins. Hard contact with the outside wall. The 1 was involved, and I think it was actually, they're going to throw the caution for that immediately. Caution's out immediately. Huge contact with the 47. Oh my goodness. And that's a caution with just 10 laps to go. Pit road, I believe, will be open. That was very quick. Pit road will be open this time. So they will go green with 7 to go. I think is what they, it's what the notion's been. It's a spoiler, not a prediction. I don't know, man. With all these, I'm going to say right now, that 48, can he be an upset? Can Hack pull off the upset? That would be crazy. Pit road is open this time, and Tomato comes in. Oh, no, he fakes it, and then he tries to drive everyone else in. Everyone else stays, oh, at least Hack stays out. A bunch of the people in the back decide to come in. That's a big call from Tomato. Did fake, he almost faked out Hack. He wanted to try and drive him in. I will, if he does, I will make sure to ask him that. Oh my goodness gracious. So who is that left out front now? Because a few people have stayed out. Is now left Tomato, Hack, the Legacy Motor Club boys, and Drake is now your top 5. We'll leave you with the amazing front or back camera view of Tomato as I go use the broadcaster's room for 1 second. We're back from our visit. And I got to see the choose. Look at me. I'm so on it. Oh, Hack's on Tomato's bumper. Oh, it looks like they're gonna, okay, there no choose cone. We're just gonna go green. They chose to go single file restarts, so green flag's back out apparently. We're back underway here from Las Vegas. 8 laps to go. And that single car restart, I mean, that just junked a bunch of people in the back. And now look at Hack. Hack trying to go down the inside of Tomato for the lead. Sends it down the inside, but Tomato just drives it in so deep around the outside. Just unbeatable at that, man. Off of 4, side by side between SP and Hack, as now we hit 7 laps to go remaining in this race. Big run from SP. Can SP clear Hack around the outside? Hack driving it up. He's up into the 42. Still side by side, although the Legacy Motor Club boys have linked up. Now it's on that outside lane. SP now clears the 48. And now it's just him and the 17. Or not, because I think Hack just crossed him over again. No, he got him. Look at Irate Pluto and Drake catching up. Hello. And Tomato is pulling away. Oh, and Hack shoves him up the track. Hello. Okie dokie. We'll switch camera views for a second. To, well, not that, but this. Oh my goodness, Drake has the best view in the house. Oh my goodness, what in the world is this? Hack has been left out to dry. LRS has now gone ahead and taken second. With just 5 laps to go remaining in this race. Hack is doing the absolute most right now, trying to cross him over and not let him catch back up. All this allowing Tomato to break free of the draft, and that is very crucial for him. Drake giving a big push to SP down the back straightaway. He gives a big push to Irate Pluto, who gives a big push to the Hack. Now into 4 laps to go. What is happening back here? High Road is going low. I believe there's no more cautions right now. I could very much be wrong. Yeah. What is this? Is Hack actually... Okay. So, Hendrick teammates, can they work together to try and bring back down Tomato? Hack is being very aggressive. Can he catch him? He will have 3 laps. Now that they've actually gotten situated, I think that Hack probably just wanted to be the guy leading. They do have a huge tandem going on right now, and hang on a minute, this may not be over yet. Tomato's still hitting that apron. Hack has come to life again. Under no pressure, he's able to chase back down to 17. He's up in the wall just a little bit. Irate Pluto is actually now going to go down the inside. He was going to take second. I think with the help from SP, he might be able to. 2 laps to go here from Las Vegas. Irate Pluto trying to hunt down Tomato. He's got his draft. And now Hack's trying to go down the inside. No, can't get there. Trying to switch on to Irate Pluto's cam for a second. There we go. Tomato trying to break the draft. Huge toe down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. It'll be the 17 of Tomato coming to see the white flag. Last lap here in Las Vegas. It's a huge run from Irate Pluto off of turn number 4. What can he do into turn 1? Stays on his back bumper. He's going to try and set it up for 3. Here comes the 9. Down the back straightaway he goes. What can Irate Pluto do? Into 3 and 4. To the outside. Big run comes from the number 9. Side by side for lead off of turn 4. Drag race to the line. They make contact. And it's going to be Tomato winning here at Las Vegas. Unbelievable finish. Irate Pluto with a hard charge at the end, and Tomato was just barely able to hold on. Less than a 1/10 of a second. Oh my goodness, Tomato gets his 2nd win on the season. It's Irate Pluto's 2nd, SP 3rd, Drake, amazing finish for him, P4, LRS 5th, Hack 6th, Mole after sweeping the stages goes 7th, High Road 8th, Load Broke 9th, and Comical Sphinx rounds out the top 10. Man, what a finish! Oh my goodness, I hope you all enjoyed that at home. And yes, Ducky, I will be having to ask him that. Oh man, I told you I want my 30 bucks and I want my question asked. Yeah, I'll make sure to get that. Ah, man. You will be hearing from Tomato, Ira, Pluto, and SP? Yes? I believe you will be hearing from them, as they're your top 3. Oh, man, that was crazy. Huge congrats to Tomato, too. 3-wide salute to the fans. Unofficially official salute to the fans for that amazing racing that they just put on there. It should also be noted again, High Road, you let me down, man. Where was the stage win? I was rooting for you, man. I wanted to say it. Tell SB Ducky said race harder, real. I'll make sure that your message gets out there. Full credits to Heathen for the fastest lap of the race at 30.53. And now we will be hearing from Ari Pluto. And then we'll be hearing from Tomato. And then we will be hearing from SP. Not in that order, but you know the gist. Hello, Tomato.
What's up?
Hey, actually, no, I'll say that for your race interview. SP! Yo! What's up? Yay! Oh, Ducky wanted me to tell you to race harder. Call him Jimmy Johnson. What's up, LRS? What's up? What's up with our second place finisher? Is he gonna be here? Okay.
Could be.
Okay. All right. And know your place, LRS. Just so other people got to finish second too. You can't hog the second place spot. Okay then. Yep. All right. Well, hello, gentlemen. If you all include your audio, that would be much appreciated. We are going to get these interviews started with our third place finisher here of SP. SP, got a copy?
I do have a copy, yes, sir.
Wait a second. Ducky is making me second guess myself.
Why? What
you
did
can
you do?
include
What
your
did you
audio,
do?
right? You can include your audio?
Yeah, I'm talking.
Oh,
I told you
okay.
I wasn't talking earlier. I just
Ducky,
included it now.
Yeah. Ducky, you're making me feel scared, bro. Don't do that to me like that. Well, SP, it was a pretty back and forth race for you. You're having to fight through the field constantly. You're having to battle through adversity with damage cars, and then just overall a lot of cautions there. And overall, you were able to bounce back there for the third place. Talk me through it, my friend.
Oh God, how do I want to talk about this? It was a very interesting race to say the least. There was a little lag early on, and I kind of felt like I was going to be good tonight. I kind of told you pre-race before you went live. I mean, I kind of good feeling about this race. But yeah, just overall decent race again by me and my teammate LRS. Still the only people in the league that got top fives throughout the first 3 races, so pretty good there. People were all over the place in the back tonight. Brought a lot of cautions out. I didn't want to have anything to do with that in the back. Just try to get away from all of that, and for the majority of the race I did, but when I got back there, it was like a bunch of squirrels going after one nut, and just, it was horrible. I didn't want to be back there very long. I made my way. We had like a 3-lap shootout, something like that. Went from, I want to say I went from 18th, something like that, all the way to P4. So, I mean, I knew I had a good car. Just, I really wanted to win tonight. You know, this is probably one of my closer tracks to home. I know I'm pretty good here at Vegas. I couldn't race this track last year because I lagged out mid-race. I really wanted to show tonight what people missed last season. Maybe I could go out there and spoil the party and win tonight. But I'll take a P3 tonight. Going to Texas next week. Not very confident there, but hopefully we can still remain the only driver or only 2 drivers with the top 5 streak. But yeah, overall, good race.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations to you on your first podium of the season.
Sir,
All
I
right.
was here last week. Second.
I'm so fired.
Yeah,
Well,
you're fired. Come pick up your check.
regardless, congratulations on another podium, my friend, and a great race for you.
Thank you, INF. Thank you for broadcasting like usual, and congrats to Tomato there getting the job done. Had a feeling he was going to win tonight. He looked fast all race long, qualifying. He showed the speed. Just what a well job done. I know he's definitely the early favorite for the champion, so keep it up, Tomato.
Absolutely.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, I was about to get to Irate Pluto, and now he is gone. So, what do we do now? Do we just move on to the winner, or do we go to? Do we try and get him back in here? What do we do?
I'm
I
down
don't
for an interview.
know. Let's get Tomato. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tomato.
Okay. Well, we're here with our winner here of Tomato. Tomato, you had to fight through you had to go from hell and back at the beginning of the stage, having to go all the way from the back to the front, and then had to outlast all of those late race cautions here. And at the end, it came all the way down to the finish. Talk me through an incredible race for you, my friend.
Yeah, man. Going out of, or not going out of, but coming into stage 3 there, I just came back from a bad leg spike. Told to go to the back, that's understandable. I was like, all right, if I'm not lagging anymore, I can just pick them off one at a time. Follow a driver, get back up to the top 10, lead group, and then just kind of work my way through there. And then with all those late race cautions, I don't know, I guess I just kind of got a little lucky in a way. The strategy kind of worked out pretty good. And then towards those like last 5 laps or whatever, I think it was second through sixth or something like that, we're all racing each other pretty good, and that allowed me to get about a little under a second lead, and that allowed me to keep Pluto really from kind of getting past me. But he had a good fight off of 4, but he said that I ended up lagging on his screen. On my screen, I never touched him, but I'm not saying that like he's lying or anything, but like it just sucks that it had to end like that. That would have been a close finish. I don't know who would have got it, me or him though.
Absolutely. And, I did made a wager with Ducky earlier in the chat, and he wanted me to ask you the question of if you won tonight, did you win it because he said he loved you? So is that true?
Yeah, I was kind of racing for Ducky. I mean, I think we all are. Essentially, since he can't race with us anymore well, not anymore, but I really hope to kind of see him back soon. And we raced really good, especially last season. We worked together pretty good. Last week we kind of had a little bit of a disagreement, but that just happens in racing.
Absolutely. And I know you're shouting him out, but if you wish to shout out anyone else or say thank you to whoever you may please, the floor is yours to do so, man.
And me and Mole, we raced pretty good there. I think in the second stage we were side by side for I think like 10 laps or something like that. But yeah, good racing with him. Sucks he had his night end up the way it did, but yeah. SP, thanks again for congratulating me. Pluto,
Of course.
sucks that the finish went down like that, but yeah.
It was great working with you, too.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Tomato, and congrats to you on your second win on the season. Although,
Thank you.
I will say your wins combined this season have come down to like 2/10 is the margin of victory, like combined margin of victory. So
Yeah, me and LS were pretty close there at Daytona, and then now this. So yeah,
it's crazy.
I'm just if we're getting close finishes, I'm just glad if I'm winning them.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Tomato, and we'll quickly catch our second place finisher of Irate Pluto. Pluto, you were great all night long. Probably the most consistent driver in the field as far as running position. Came so close there at the end. Mounted a very hard charge there. Unfortunately, just came up short there. What happened, my friend? Absolutely. And you found yourself in a few incidents there towards the end of the race, and you had to fight your way through the field. How difficult would you say it was to try and navigate through the pack like that and ultimately find yourself back up towards the front? And you mentioned tracks that kind of tend towards holding the bottom line going into Texas next week. What are your thoughts going into next week? All right then, my friend. Well, congratulations to you on your second place finish here tonight. Yep. And yeah, I think that'll do it from us here from UTLR. Tune in tomorrow for the Xfinity Series race at Las Vegas as well. And tune in next week, same time as always, my dear friends, as our Cup Series drivers head down south to the Texas Motor Speedway. It will be a fantastic race down there. This has been your voice for the action, INF, signing off. Thank you so much for tuning into this live broadcast of the UTLR Next Gen Series. And as always, my friends, take it easy. Good night.